What I'm saying is, why are you paying her rent and her
because she lost her job and she's behind on the rent, and she stays with and he has my son, and I'm gonna make sure he's straight. I'm not gonna have my son out on the street.
I'm not saying he's gonna be on the street. If she knew how to take care of y'all's kid, then he wouldn't be on the street.
Yeah, but it takes two people to take care of a kid.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got something pretty good, man. We got a stepmother, right? We got a woman who decided to not be a stepmom, but be the mom who stepped up, right? We got a woman who decided to be the mom who stepped up, and she's upset because her husband or her boyfriend is paying his baby mother's rent, right? He is making sure that his baby mother has somewhere to live, right? Got a roof over her head, making sure she has, making sure she is fed, because guess what? She is taking care of his child, right? Now, once again, I think two things can be true here. I can definitely take the side of the man. I'm taking the side of the man, but also I would be lying if I said I couldn't take the side of the woman as well, or I couldn't see the woman's point. I can see her point, right? I can see her point. Right, but at the same time, the bottom line is, right, this is where the bottom line come down to, right? If you are sitting over here, you with your father or whatnot, you and your mother doesn't work out, right? They hate each other guts. Your father has all the means to be able to pretty much provide, right? But then you have your mother over here who is struggling, doesn't have the means to provide. For whatever reason, she can't make ends meet. As a child, would it not kill you inside? Would it not make you mad at your father, at the fact that, hey, well, we're riding down the road and I see my mom sitting over here holding up hey, I will do anything for food, or we'll work for food or whatever, right? As your dad is sitting over here in a condition there, just driving down the road. Now, of course, that's an extreme, right? Of course, that's an extreme, but I mean, what do you expect here, right? Why do you think the father is saying what he is saying in the video? Because he wants to avoid, his baby mother being on the street, but also because the baby mother is taking care of the child, which goes to my point even further, that women can be living in a shoebox. They can be living in a shoebox and they still get full custody of the children. Does not make any sense to me, but I mean, hey, welcome to America. But let's go ahead and jump into this video, man.
What I'm saying is, why are you paying her rent and her
because she lost her job and she's behind on the rent, and she stays with and he has my son, and I'm gonna make sure he's straight. I'm not gonna have my son out on the street.
I'm not saying he's gonna be on the street. If she knew how to take care of y'all's kid, then he wouldn't be on the street.
Yeah, but it takes two people to take care of a kid.
When people say stuff like that, I just go straight to, well, if that's the case, if you're saying that, why not just make it right with your baby mother? Now, granted, once again, I've never been in that situation. I don't ever plan on having a baby mother. I plan on having a wife with a child, right? Or just plan on having a family, right? One woman. But it just seems like, this is just me. But anytime, man, I see men and women who have good relationships as parents, right? I'm just like, and they're separated or they're not dealing with each other. I'm just like, bro, why don't y'all just get back together? You're making it work. Why not just get back together? I mean, it's going to be beneficial for the kid. But some parents just don't really care for that. Some parents just don't care for that. A lot of parents are selfish. They rather just go ahead and divorce it, get it over with, while the kid is still young, and the kid fends for itself, and it's just sad, right? It's just sad that that's how we think. But I hate when people sit over here and say this, and they are pretty much the ones that sit over here making sure that the kid isn't in a two-parent household with the mother, right, and the biological mother and the biological father. Now, granted, hey, he still gets to grow up in a household, right, where he still gets a mother, right? He gets a stepmother, and he still gets the father. So he essentially has two mothers.
I realize that, but this is like cutting into us, and I'm really not feeling this.
You're not feeling me taking care of my son, basically.
No, you're taking care of your son, but why don't you bring your son to your house so she could pay her own rent?
Because she's the one that has custody of him, and she's the one that's been taking care of him all this time.
Well, then now y'all need to find a way to split custody or something, because it's cutting into us, and I don't like it.
When it cut into us more, if he was actually staying with me. Exactly.
And I mean, going to a point, she's saying, look, she can't even take care of the little boy, right? She can't even take care of the little boy Why don't you go ahead, man, and get custody of the child? Why don't you just have that child over here chilling with us? And there's a few things to that. Number one, the mother is not going to allow it. A lot of mothers not going to allow it. Now, once again, shout out to our good sister Daphne. Right now, she had a text receipt, man. This was about a year ago, right? Where, and if I can find it, I'm gonna put it up here. But she pretty much had a text receipt where pretty much a guy, right? His baby mother was struggling. She was going through it, right? She was going through it, and she wanted money, or she needed help from, she just needed help, and she was asking the baby father, and the baby father, like, I mean, look, man, how about this? Long story short, you just give the child over to me, right? While you figure out what you need to figure out, right? Because whatever you got going on, you don't need to have the child in your possession if you can't even fend for yourself. What makes you think you can fend for the child? You got to continue to eat, because if you can't eat, right? And this thing, if you cannot eat, right, you end up messing yourself up. Let's just say you end up dying off or whatever. What's up with the kids? Who's going to help them out? Right now, of course, you're probably going to be over there with the father after the judges see that, okay, well, she's obviously so unfit that she can't even freaking walk on her own 2 feet. So, hey, well, you know what? Now we can go ahead and give the custody to now we can go ahead and give the full custody to the man, right? But we're not going to do that, man, when we seen her on her downfall, when we seen that she's not capable of taking care of the kids in the first place. So yeah, most definitely, you need to go ahead and give up them kids. But the mother, she didn't want to give up the kids, so they was going back and forth over that. Same situation, probably will be the same situation. Now, here's the thing. Once again, I'm on the brother's side, because I mean, hey, I gotta take care of, my baby mother. It obviously seems like they're on good terms. So I mean, once again, from the sister's point, I mean, it's just jealousy, right? I wouldn't even say it's jealousy, but I mean, hey, think about it, right? Think about it. As a man, for me, if my girl constantly sitting over here, I'm hanging out with my baby dad, we take trips out to the park, or, my baby dad gives me money whenever I need it, or, I give him money. Like, nah, I'm like, man, if that's the case, y'all just need to be dealing with each other. I don't want to be a part of that. Right? I don't want to be a part of that. I'm going to be your man. If I'm going to be your stepdad, if I'm going to be your stepdad to your kid or whatever, I'm going to be the man, right? And you don't need nothing from that man, because if that was the case, why aren't you with him? How is it, once again, y'all can break up, y'all can sit over here and have the kid, you put a deficit in this kid's life, but still act like, hey, we're still best friends. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, how you doing? I hit my baby mama from time to time, move on. While the baby mama sitting over here dealing with another man, and another man's just like, like, dang, this dude getting everything for free. Well, I got to sit up here and pay for it and work for it. But of course, it's getting off topic a little bit. But for the most part, man, I get the sister. Once again, I get it. She wants the man all to herself. But at the end of the day, you can't trump a man and his child, right? And see, and the good thing about men, this is a good thing about a lot of black fathers, right? Most of your black fathers, most of your men in general, they're not spiteful, right? They're not spiteful unless a woman is just that bad. They're not spiteful, right? A lot of men are going to sit over here and still go out the way to go take care of the baby mama, even if the baby mama isn't in the best position. But see, a lot of times you're not going to see sisters. You're not going to see a lot of your sisters who are single and have babies, right, left and right. You're not going to ever see them reciprocate the same value this man is reciprocating, right? Unless if it's another man involved and he's sitting over here like, damn, bro, but I know for a fact he knocking you down, girl, I know for a fact he knocking you down. That's why another reason why I don't want you to get no money from this man. So, hey, and it could be the same situation with this guy, but for the most part, man, I understand her, but I also understand him. And as I stated earlier, right, he brought up the point that, hey, well, listen, the reason he can't come over here is because she has custody. Right now, once again, they're probably on good terms, but the fact that, once again, she could be struggling and she don't want to give the kids up, or the judges are not going to allow her to give the kids up, it's just mighty. It's mighty wicked. We're seeing how the system works. You're seeing how the system works. But of course, we got to go ahead and read some of the comments. Somebody else says, kudos to him for handling business. Y'all want responsible people until the responsibilities begin. Right. So now, once again, understand. I might not be on this page in particular, but of course, a lot of your bitter baby moms will agree with this man. Even a lot of your bitter baby moms will agree with this man because, of course, hey, guess what? I'm the number one chick in his life, right? I'm the number one chick in his life. They even had the chick even had a whole video about this, making a little cheerleading video saying that, hey, you ain't number one. It's me and his kid, you know, me and his kid. Even though I hate his guts, I'm still number one in his life. Like what? Like what? But hey, once again, only women can have that type of thing. The only time you'll really see women ever agreeing with men, right? So somebody else says, if you can't afford rent, give up the kid and get up on your feet first. And that's a fact. Now, granted, he did say, man, she did lose her job. So of course, just like anybody else, they're going to go through a hard time. They're going to go through a little hard patch. So they're going to need some support. And that's why I said they have to have a good relationship for him to be able to do that. Because a lot of men will just say, F you, I don't care. You know, you can struggle for all I care. But once again, listen, 9 times out of 10, a woman is already putting the woman is already putting that deficit in the child's life for sitting over here divorcing or not vetting the man right or whatever, right? You don't need to sit over here and put another deficit in his life for him or for her to see their mother stranded out on the road or seeing them struggling. I just can't see how somebody could, come up with the energy to do something like that. Somebody else says his brother is solid. Somebody else says she is offering to take care of the son in order for him to have a roof and stability. He cannot see that she is down for him, right? He can see that, but I mean, once again, this is where to be honest, sis is she's just a little envious. She's just a little jealous right now. So then she goes on to say, you will not spend more on a child staying at your home than paying his mommy's rent. It's inappropriate for him to pay his ex's rent. Offer to keep the child until she gets on her feet instead. That would be most appropriate. And hey, once again, I can't disagree with that one either. Right? Because we need to go ahead and change this idea that no matter how bad the mother is, the child still should be able to go ahead. The woman still should be able to get custody of the child. We need to be able to change that. Because there's no way, right? There's no way a woman can still be struggling like hell and the judges still say, well, you know what? Hey, we're still going to get that child. We're still going to get that mother the full custody of the child because, hey, they need care. They need somebody to nurture and to love her. But once again, they're the ones that's putting a detriment in that child's life. Are we not seeing that? So yes, I definitely agree with that chick, right? So somebody else says, why do girlfriends even open their mouths, right? Whatever he chooses to do with his baby mama and child is really none of your business. I bet she gets no help from her baby daddy. That's why she's so salty. And this is and from looking at the profile picture, look like you got a female on there. But of course, like I said, this is one of your women, man, that I feel is your bitter baby mom that will sit over here and agree with this man, right? This is one of your bitter baby moms that will agree with this man. So, I mean, once again, I was expected to see this sister pull up. So somebody else says, I have a hard time being mad at a man for making sure his kid has a roof over their head. So of course, everybody is saying that this man is in the right. So y'all let me know down below, man. Do y'all think this man is in the wrong or do y'all think this man is in the right? Right? Now, once again, I feel like this man is in the right. But I can also see where sis is coming from, right? I think innately a lot of people will have an issue with that initially. But it takes time and a different type of mindset to be okay with that. So look, guys, do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.